Hi, this is African Time. My name is Rashi. Let's discuss Africa. Well of statistics came in and shared this. It says GDP growth projection for 2025. Okay, I'm going to discuss about the GDP growth projection, most importantly. And the underlying word is projection in 2025. And they are saying that Ethiopia is expected to grow 6.5%, Kenya 5%, Egypt 4.1%, Morocco 3.6%, Nigeria 3.2%, Algeria 3%, Angola 2.8%, and South Africa 1.5%. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, that is your GDP growth projection in 2025. We are in 2025 right now, so at the end of the year, it is expected that some economies are to be grown or to have a showcase some growth of some kind of percentages. We have Ethiopia having 6.5%, Egypt, Kenya, Morocco, Algeria, Nigeria, South Africa, and Angola. And they are all here with their projected percentage-wise by their GDP growth in 2025. Okay, now that is it. So this year we have Ethiopia leading with 6.5% GDP growth in the year 2025. Kenya with 5%, Egypt with 4.1%, Morocco 3.6%, Nigeria, Algeria, Angola, and then South Africa with 1.5% GDP growth in 2025. And most importantly, the underlying word here is projection or projected. Don't forget that one. Good. Now, let's see this. This person came and says, what is Ethiopia doing this year to have 6.5% growth? Someone came replying and said, Ethiopia is doing a lot of additional initiatives in this year's on agriculture, manufacturing, and mining sector. We have already seen the difference on the progress results of the last 6 months and the last year in the budget year. Okay, so Ethiopians are saying that someone asked, hey, how or what are Ethiopians doing it great that they are actually said to have a projected growth of about 6.5% or 7% in their GDP growth in 2025? Well, an Ethiopian came and presented and said that, well, Ethiopia for the past 6 months have been making a good initiatives or a good investment in the agricultural sector, manufacturing sector, and the mining sector. And they are saying that have actually showcased the difference. And the other people themselves have seen a difference in the economy for the past 6 months, and they are not surprised at all that if they continue with that lane they are in right now, they can actually be improving more than they are actually improving now. So that is something fascinating about what is happening in Ethiopia right now. Now, the source to this information is the IMF. So they are saying that according to the IMF, that is the source to this information. Well, when we got to know the source to this information, that brought the whole conversation we are going to have right now. Well, see this. This person came and said that African nations are on a track of development. Positive sign for overall global economy and financial markets. Well, that is it though. This one also came in and says 3.5% was going to do so much for us, man. I still say we must reindustrialize SA. We must make this country a construction site, attract investment, and build. Okay, so this person says that in 2024, SA was projected to have 3.5% increment. But in 2025, they are now projected to have 1.5% GDP growth. So man is saying that why are we dropping? What is happening in South Africa? South Africa needs to re-strategize themselves and then re-enter into the industrialization form and then make sure that the country is in the road of build. They should not think about anything else apart from building and industrialization process that they were in the last time. That is somebody from South Africa. Well, this person also says but more than 75% Ethiopian faced under poverty. This GDP growth doesn't show the level of individualism actual life. Well, that is it. This is what I always talk about every time I'm sharing these kind of posts or figures. Okay, the most important thing about these charts and statistics by IMF and the World Bank and those kind of things, the most important thing is that the people in the country must actually have a feel with the economy. It shouldn't be on the paper. It should be on the street. The people have to feel it, have to really live by it. They have to experience the so-called growth and then the high cost or decrease of inflation, all those kind of things. The people have to experience it. It shouldn't be like on the paperwork, the country is doing fine, but gradually in the real life, it's really not that easy in the country. That's what I always say. Some Ethiopians are actually complaining that this is good, but 75% of the people are living in extreme poverty. How are we going to tackle that one? That's important though. This person also says this GDP definitely means IMF income prediction in terms of the country's willingness to be looted. Well, now this is the thing here. As some people found out that this is actually a research or a source done by the IMF, they also share their interesting fact. This person is saying this GDP definitely means IMF's income predictions in terms of the countries willing to be looted. So they're saying that these are the countries that they actually targeting to loot. That is why they are sharing this prediction. This someone's take though. This one also says whatever IMF says about your country economy is not a good sign or signal. So that is it. So as some people were actually happy and learning some or two things about these economic projections, others were also having trust issues with the IMF body and are saying that nah, these guys cannot be trusted. Why are we discussing them at the first place? Okay, so well, as for you, I don't know which side you are. Are you with the positive side of learning to know these projections and also getting to know your economy, or are you on the other side that believe that the IMF shouldn't even be given the opportunity to be discussing these things about African countries? Well, it's all in your hands at the comment section. Let me see what you have for us, okay? But this is African Time. The name is Vidashi. This is Vidashi Studios, and I'm glad to share this interesting fact with you. That is Africa's projected GDP growth in 2025, and then the source to this information is the International Monetary Fund, that is the IMF. And they are saying that Ethiopia is the #1 country in Africa that is projected to have the most growth with a 6.5% increment in their GDP, coming with Kenya with 5%, Egypt 4.1%, Morocco 3.6%, Nigeria 3.2%, Algeria 3%, Angola 2.8%, and in South Africa 1.5%. And it was shared by World of Statistics on X, formerly Twitter. The name is Vidashi. This is Vidashi Studios. I'm happy to share Africa with you guys. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and let's have more time about Africa. See you guys around.